Hey, what is going on, guys? BSD Speer here, back with another video. In today's video, we're taking a look at the 6 subclasses that were available in the beta, specifically the Striker Titan in this one, trying to determine if they are overpowered or if they're pretty well balanced. We're going to be taking a look at its perks, abilities, grenades, and jumps, and everything that you need to know when it comes to running a Striker Titan. In our last subclass review video, we talked about the Gunslinger. If you want to check out that video, be sure to click the link at the top of the screen now. In this video, we're taking a look at the Striker Titan. In Destiny 1, I use Striker quite a bit in Crucible, but not really as much in PvE, so let's see how it stacks up in the Destiny 2 beta. As always, guys, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to join the Spear Squad, and let's get started. Alright, so taking a look at the Striker Titan subclass, the super ability is Fists of Havoc. Now in the first Destiny, it was Fist of Havoc, a singular slam to the ground that would cause devastating destruction. But in this one, we actually have roaming super Fists of Havoc, multiple, meaning you can actually slam the ground multiple times. There's even a shoulder charge attack you can use while your super is active. So it's definitely pretty cool that you have more than one slam you can do. I remember in the first one, I always hated when I whiffed my slam, but in this one, it's a little bit more forgiving as you can continuously slam the ground to get more kills. So pretty cool change in Destiny 2. Alright, so moving on to the jumps, we have the Catapult Lift, which gives Titans a strong initial burst of momentum. Moving on to the next jump, we have the Strafe Lift, which was basically, in Destiny 1, it was the jump that allowed people to Titan Skate. However, Titan Skating is not a thing in Destiny 2. And then we have the High Lift, which is basically the same as increased height from Destiny 1. So jumps are pretty basic for the Striker Titan. However, the most noticeable change is that Titans will no longer be able to Titan Skate in Destiny 2, which will make them not the most agile as well as the most protected class in Destiny 2. Alright, so the grenades for the Striker Titan are the same as they were in Destiny 1. You have the Flashbang Grenade, which basically you hit them with the grenade and it'll disorient them. You have the Pulse Grenade, which is a area of effect grenade that will electrocute anyone within that radius. And then the third, the most used grenade in Crucible, is the Lightning Grenade. Now the two grenades that I think had the most significant change from Destiny 1 would be the Lightning Grenade, as when you throw it now, it seems like there's a longer delay before it actually shoots. And then also, it seems like the range is not as unstable as it was in the first one, so it's a little bit more predictable how far away you have to be. As for the Flashbang Grenades, I think that if you get hit by Protheon here, it has the same effect. The Flashbangs actually seem like they last a little bit longer in this one, so that could potentially be pretty useful in PvP. Alright, so taking a look at the Titan class abilities, we have the Towering Barricade. Basically, you hold circle or B and you create a large barricade that can block doorways, you can block half of a lane, you can actually protect yourself while trying to grab ammo or heal up or something. I was using it to grab power ammo, so you can use it however you want to in PvP and PvE. This barricade is going to be very helpful. The second barricade you have is the Rally Barricade, which is basically a smaller version of the Towering Barricade, but it has a perk. If you peek over the barricade while you're standing in cover, it will actually automatically reload from your reserves your weapon that is equipped. So using this with the small Sweet Business is a really good combination. Pop your Rally Barricade, hold down the trigger, and just keep popping in and out of cover, and you basically have unlimited ammo until you run out of your reserves. So definitely really helpful, really cool with auto rifles. It's going to be interesting to see how this Rally Barricade will pair up with other weapons. Alright, so in Destiny 2, we will have 2 perk trees available for each subclass. However, in the beta, we could only use the top one. So for the Striker, we have Code of the Earthshaker. Our first perk up is Seismic Strike, which is basically the equivalent of Shoulder Charge from Destiny 1. However, in this one, when you hit them, it creates a arc explosion, and as you can see here, does not one-shot Guardians in the Crucible. So thank you so much, Bungie. Thank you. Rest in peace. One-shot Shoulder Charge kills. Alright, next up we have Terminal Velocity. We had a perk like this in Destiny 1. Basically, when you ground pound, you're going to leave an area of effect that damages enemies, but the main thing here, the longer that you're in the air, when you slam the ground, you're going to do more damage. So this can be really helpful in PvE, but you can see here in the Crucible, when I slam this guy from the air, look at how much damage it does. 325 damage in Crucible. So you can see this is definitely going to be pretty cool to use in PvE. Now, moving on to our next perk, we have Magnitude. Basically, you gain an additional grenade and they last longer. So this is kind of like wearing the Armamentarium chest piece in Destiny 1. Choose any grenade you want, you're going to gain an additional one, which is always definitely a plus. Now, for our final perk, we have Aftershocks. When you damage an enemy with your Seismic Strike, which is also your shoulder charge, you recharge your grenade. Now, this isn't an instant grenade recharge, but when I shoulder charge him, I'm at 1 grenade, and I pop up to about 1.5. So, definitely not overpowered, but it is going to be good to have some grenade cooldown. Alright, so looking at the bottom skill path, the locked one from the beta, this will be available in the full game, but we have Code of the Juggernaut. First up, we have Frontal Assault. Strike an enemy with melee ability, and it will reload your weapon and increase your weapon stability. So the reloading part is definitely cool. We saw that in Destiny 1 with Cascade was a perk that was similar to that. Basically, you melee and you'll reload part of your weapon. Next up, we have Trample. Killing enemies with your Fists of Havoc extend its duration. Now this one's going to be really interesting in PvE and PvP actually, because each time you get a kill with Fists of Havoc, you have it actually longer. So there's no telling how much longer you'll actually get to use Trample, but it's definitely going to be really helpful, and it's going to be interesting to see how everything works when the game comes out. For our third one, we have Knockout. Critically wounding an enemy and or breaking their shield increases your range and your melee damage. So this is going to become really helpful in the 1v1 fights in Crucible. Definitely seems like melee is going to give Titans a little bit of an advantage with that bottom Code of the Juggernaut path. And last but not least, we have reverse melee kills. Immediately will trigger health regeneration. So again, it really seems like they're trying to buff the Striker Titan. At least in regards to the Crucible, but their perks are actually going to be helpful in PvE as well. But what I think is the interesting trade-off is the Code of the Juggernaut will actually not allow you to use the shoulder charge. So interestingly enough, they're focused on the up-close 1v1 battles, melee battles, but you will not have the shoulder charge available. So it'll be interesting to see how everything plays out once the game finally comes out on September 6th. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new subclass loadouts for the weapons, specifically the Striker Titan in this one. Do you think it's overpowered, or do you think it's pretty well balanced? So let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all next time. I'm BST Speer, and I'm out.